All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
Welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB. Want to remind you about our friends over at Central Plumbing. Not only in Central, the entire greater Baton Rouge area, they can help you out. CentralPlumbing.org is the website. Always remember 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day number 225-925-8552. So if you're hosting a holiday party and somebody came over and clogged up your situation, that's okay because Central Plumbing, even on a holiday, will be there to fix it and help you out and save the day. Also, check out their remodel game. They can help you at your home, at your business, change your space, even if it's something as easy as a new vanity or if it's something as, extensive as a brand new bathroom, new tile, new shower, new everything, whatever it is, they can get it done. Also, go tankless today with a tankless water heater. Never run out of hot water again, and you can do that with Central Plumbing and centralplumbing.org. All right, so we will have weekend winners since we didn't get to it yesterday with all the news, and we have Blake Baker on. We didn't get to it yesterday, but we will have weekend winners at 8:15, so looking forward to that. A lot of good over the weekend. Here in this segment, though, which, for Ole Miss, I think it's a big win, speaking of winners. 4 current LSU offensive assistants are joining LSU offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss Jr., who's at Ole Miss, getting the team ready for their run in the college football playoff. Tight end coach Joe Cox, receiver coach George McDonald, assistant quarterback coach Dane Stevens, and inside receiver coach Sawyer Jordan all returned to Oxford to help them with their playoff run yesterday morning. So the current LSU coaches are going to be in Oxford coaching Ole Miss to get them ready for their playoff game against the Tulane Green Wave.
Yeah, so before we kind of dive into that whole, how do we feel about that and all of that? So you say current, are all these coaches? Obviously, these are all coaches that came with Lane from Ole Miss to LSU. Are they all signed on the dotted line with LSU? Are they technically current? So do we have this LSU currently paying a double staff right now, basically?
I would assume, there is some type of an agreement already. Right. Pen to paper, yes.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if it's like the full or just an understanding of.
Right. Because if they didn't go and we say, I guess they're current, there's a MOU in place or whatever. I don't know how all that works. I don't know if anybody knows if they're signed or not. They're current, but none of them would have a hand in the bowl game prep or coaching.
Well,
sorry. I just
you could, but no, I don't think they are.
I just did a quick little Google search, and it's just for Charlie Weiss, and it says Charlie Weiss Jr. has officially signed a 3-year, $6 million deal to be the new OC for LSU. So as far as Charlie Weiss goes,
right?
Google says. So it must be true. Google says that. ESPN reported it a week ago. So Charlie Weiss, as far as he goes, he is. Signed to
for Weiss, I would have you would figure something, but as far as the assistants, they've signed something.
Okay,
for sure.
I figured there's some sort of understanding there,
and you could have the ability to coach in the bowl game. I mean, that's not against the rules. Sonny Dykes once took a head coaching job and coached in the bowl. I think it's when he went from Tech to SMU, if I'm not mistaken. He coached SMU in their bowl game. Mm-hmm. Last time this happened at LSU, the assistants didn't coach, but the new string staff for LSU. That was the staff that worked out LSU for the bowl game, stretched them, got them ready during the game, put them through pregame warm-ups and all of that. So, that can certainly be done.
Yep.
I don't think it's not obviously here because your staff's getting another team ready.
Yep.
It's not unique
A
to,
lot of
to this, though.
national media just been hating on Lane for making this move, but he just continues to show how charitable he is, how big of a heart he has, and Ole Miss still, I mean, pretty hypocritical. What's the difference of those 5 coaches coaching, especially now that I've just learned there's one that's under a 3-year, $6 million contract, signed, pen to paper with LSU. What's the difference in them coaching than Lane coaching? Optics.
I think
So,
it's pettiness.
Petty.
In the college football playoff, I think we mentioned this yesterday, but here in this conversation, hit reset. All right, see if we can keep up here. So the UCLA head coach is coaching James Madison in the playoffs because he was their head coach. For Oregon, their offensive coordinator, who is the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats, their defense coordinator, who is the head coach of the Cal Bears. They're going to be coaching in the playoff. Florida's head coach is coaching Tulane in the college football playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Their head coach, Tulane's new head coach, Will Hall, is the passing game coordinator for the Green Wave in this game. Okay. For Ole Miss, Pete Golding's coaching his first ever game as the head coach, and he's going to have LSU's offensive staff coaching for them. All right. For Texas A&M, calling plays for them is going to be the Kansas State head coach.
Okay.
So I think I've got all of that covered.
Nailed it.
Correct? Are we good? Texas Tech's good. Indiana's good. Georgia's good.
But
Ohio State's
no.
Well,
Ole
I
Miss,
mean,
your
they're-
ex-coach does it.
Ohio State's kind of good. 'Cause
Brian
Hartline's
Hartline,
even, yeah.
okay.
Hartline's
Their
the
offensive
South Florida
coordinator, that's
coach.
another one. That's a good one. Their offensive coordinator is actually the coach of South Florida.
Is that what we're going to do? Just say, okay, which coaching staff is the most stable? That's who we're going with?
I mean,
Pretty much.
Indiana.
Like college
Andy,
football.
Indiana, and Tech.
give
yeah.
me Indiana and Georgia in a national championship game.
That'd be lit.
Oh,
Kind of.
that would be a grid off.
It's just what we were talking about this weekend, though.
Can't
Like
wait.
all that stuff you just talked about, these coaches and with the playoff, like everything that you've worked for, everything you dreamed of, hasn't even started yet. You just got like picked to be in this playoff, and you just talked about all these coaching changes, all this stuff. People thinking of this, are they 100% in? Like college football, you were absolutely drunk.
So drunk.
You're so drunk. Everything. I'm not gonna
You need
say
to be
everything
cut
because
off.
the product on the field is
You've
still
been
great.
overserved.
You've been overserved. The product on the field is still great for now, but like everything you do is just absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
College football, you're dumb. I love you. You're my idiot. You're our idiot. We love you, but you're an idiot.
They're white girl wasted.
My white girl wasted for sure.
But, okay, I'll throw this one back to you because I agree with you.
I mean, name me
How-
one thing that makes sense in college football.
How do you fix it? What's you're not going to fix all of it.
Yep.
Nothing's going to be perfect.
Yep.
What would be,
You take
if you had
everybody-
one change,
Yeah.
what would it be?
You take everybody in charge right now and you fire them. You don't let them be in charge. Don't let anybody be in charge that has anything to do with college football.
Okay.
Maybe Nick Saban, and then you bring in people from other sports to figure it out because people in other sports understand that it's pretty dumb. I think anybody with a brain, like if you just take somebody that doesn't understand sports, that's never watched the down of anything, a play, an inning, and you just explain to them the calendar, you explain to them the rules of college football, then you explain to them the rules of every other sport to ever be created,
Yeah.
even the history of the world. I think the ancient Rome had a better playoff system than with the gladiators. They could figure it out. They'd be like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. How do you fix it? I mean, we could probably put our heads together for a week and like come up with some ideas. And of course, there's going to be some counter arguments to all that. We're not the only ones. I think anybody out there could figure something out.
Is it
Starts with
the-
early
First of
signing
all,
day,
just
probably.
disband the committee because it's stupid.
Get the committee out of here. Get them out of here. They don't know what they're talking about. I mean, you have sitting ADs that have ties to conferences where you literally get more money for your conference if teams from your conference get into CFP. Like, why
Alabama.
are we? Why do we have affiliated athletic directors deciding who plays.
They hang their hats at the door, though.
I don't care what they do. They can hang their Letterman jackets at the door. They can hang whatever they want.
It's not a beauty pageant. Why are people either in or out of the playoffs because of opinions? This isn't a beauty pageant. This is football. There's scores. We keep score for a reason. Two teams don't go out and play a game and the crowd votes on who won. Like, there's a scoring system that tells you who won the game. It should be a scoring system throughout the year.
It's too easy.
The phrase eye test needs to be banned.
God, eye test.
Yeah.
That could mean 10 things to 10 different people.
Because, okay, if it's going to be disrespectful, and I don't mean it to be, so I apologize, Taylor. You're taking the shot here. If Taylor and I race, right, well, that's going to be different than if you and I race, right? But the eye test, if I beat Taylor by 5 steps, and I don't know that I would. I'm just using you as an example. But if I beat him by 5 steps, like, oh, man, he's fast. But if you and I race, it's going to be 1 step, 2 step for the winner, right? Okay, well, the eye test, though, that first race, because I won by 5 steps, it's like, yeah, but, right, I'm Notre Dame and Taylor's Boston College.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Smart.
Like, so, like the eye test portion of it, I get it. Man, they look really good. Yeah, but it's Pitt. Or, man, they look really good. Yeah, but it's, it's against Syracuse.
Yeah. And then you might race them again and stub your toe. Might look a little different.
So, like the eye test portion of it too, like the only thing that was bad about the BCS was it was just two teams. That's the only thing. Like, give me that system with 12 teams. Give me the 12 best teams. The computers are going to tell me who it is, and we're going to play. Do I want access for a G6 school? If you can find a way, like you've got to be in the top 15. And if you're in the top 15, then you can qualify maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think that was one of the reasons.
Best teams.
I mean, that was one of the reasons why it was expanded to 12, right? Was to make an opportunity for the G6 to get in.
It was.
So, like, you can't keep them out. Like, they're
no,
like that was the reason.
I'm not saying close all access.
That was one of the arguments to get it expanded to 12,
right? Because if Vanderbilt played against JMU, and look, I've been on JMU's bandwagon all year, but if Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia would have 600 yards, I think, of total offense.
Yep.
Maybe not 600, but you know what I'm saying.
Yep. I'm just so tired of the opinions determining who gets in and who's out. An opinion in sports is worthless. There should be metrics to getting in. And I don't know how you do that.
Every sport has them. Literally every sport that we play in college athletics has metrics.
Yeah.
Be it, and we talk about it all the time, but be it RPI, be it net, KenPom, whatever, college baseball, softball, basketball, they all have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They all have it.
Yeah. And I don't really
but
care
in football,
about.
we've got Hunter Yurchek doing 6'7" jokes while he's trying to have a coaching search.
With Rich.
And with Rich, who's Reese Davis, who's been in the game for 30 years. You don't even know his name.
Right.
That's what we have in the most popular sport. In the country's second most popular sport, college football, only behind the NFL, we've got Hunter Yurchek going 6'7",
Right.
and a committee in Dallas deciding who plays in the playoff and where they're playing and who they're playing.
Yeah. It's dumb. Everything's dumb about it. There's nothing that makes sense about it. You can't fix it immediately. Unfortunately, I think probably the NFL or the college football is going to go towards like an NFL type. It's just going to be. But I would welcome any change. I'm just so tired of hearing people arguing over nothing. It's like arguing, Notre Dame. We should have been in. It's like arguing whose high school team was better. Like, you're never going to know. Like,
Shreveport Evangel.
I mean, y'all passed the eye test. Good job. But, like, there should be metrics in place. Like, if you're going to have a Power 4 conference, which is, and say, well, Power 4, the winner of each Power 4 conference should get in. I know y'all were like yesterday, y'all were arguing with me, but, like, Duke won a Power 4 conference.
Yeah, but they also lost to.
I don't care about the best 12.
UConn.
They won a Power 4 conference. And you talking about you want metrics? The NFL has metrics. Is it the best teams always in the NFL?
I benefited from being 8-8 and winning a playoff.
Who was it? Seahawks made the playoffs 7-9. They won their division
that year.
Was that the?
They won their
Lynch
division.
Marshawn Lynch. Hold it.
Yep.
Okay.
That was that team.
Like I'm not
That was
saying
an
like
electric run.
Duke's what, a top 50 team maybe. They won a pound. Like why? I mean, why have a conference at that point?
Well, it's like, okay, so Bama, they didn't get points deducted for losing the conference championship.
Did you see the metric?
No, but what I was going to say is like BYU also lost it, but they had a better record than Bama did.
Right.
So like BYU got points deducted, but Alabama didn't.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't really make any sense.
Alondra,
to
how
me.
about this?
What?
That's happened 16 times where a team has been in it and lost in the conference championship game.
Yeah. They're all Bama?
The only team not to move down at least one spot this year is Bama. The other 15 in the history of it all moved at least one spot.
Yeah.
Bama's the only one not to move at least one spot.
And BYU, like, not only do they have less losses than Bama, they also Tech twice.
Yeah.
What if Texas Tech wins the national championship? They're the best team in the country, and BYU didn't get in because they couldn't beat them.
Yeah.
They beat everybody else. Utah,
And
good
to your
team,
point,
BYU.
Alondra, BYU's metrics were as good as anybody's.
Right.
They should be in. BYU should be in.
So like
But Bama should be in too. Like you can't set the precedent that if you go to the SEC championship, you're out of a 12-team playoff.
you
But
set
also
the
they haven't looked good in a
precedent
month.
because
Huh?
They hadn't looked good in a month.
That's eye test for you. You can't say you don't like it and then say you
They
like
lost,
it.
but they lost the game in the last month. That's what I'm saying. Lost to Oklahoma at home.
But they made the SEC championship.
So well, BYU made the Big 12.
I know they should be in.
Doesn't make sense.
I mean, I'm looking for a metric. I'm looking for a metric to hit to make the playoff.
Yeah.
And if you're in a Power 4 conference and you're one of the best two teams in the Power 4 conference, you should be in.
Well, to your point,
I don't care about what happened outside the conference. I don't care if you got an ugly loss. Like
Miami-
I'm looking for a metric. I'm not looking for an opinion.
Miami didn't even make the championship.
I get it. Like there should
No,
be
that's
4
what
at
I'm
large.
saying, like, to your
there
point-
there should be 8 people in the playoffs from Power 4s and 4 at large.
For Miami has a head-to-head over Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Miami also beat Florida State, who beat
Bama.
Alabama.
I get it.
There has to be uniformity also in these conference tiebreakers and who plays. If we're going to keep conference championship games, every conference has different sets of rules for tiebreakers as well. Like, there's no uniformity, but you're going for the same goal. That makes no sense to me. In the National Football League, we all play by the same rules, and we're going for the Lombardi. In every league, the NBA, MLB, MLS, NHL, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We all play by the same set of rules. Now, I know, like in baseball, you say the salary cap and different things, sure, but I'm talking about like the actual on-the-field stuff. Think about that. Like, these teams in the same conference don't even have the same schedule because there's so many teams now in these massive 16, 18-team conferences. And then we don't play by the same set of rules because the ACC's got different tiebreakers than the SEC. The SEC has different than big. Like, everybody's got something different.
Yeah.
Like, even the NIL doesn't have any uniformity to it. Because in Missouri, you can do different things than you can in Texas. In Louisiana, you can do different things than you can in South Carolina.
Yep. Maybe Alabama looked bad in the SEC championship because signing day was Wednesday through Friday before the Saturday game, and they were trying to get a signing class.
That's the big thing.
What the hell?
Change that because you didn't always have
Kirby,
December.
Kirby looked ready.
What the absolute hell is that happening there?
One January signing day. That's it. You don't need a February one or a December one, just one in January. Also, the portal now is one before spring. Go through spring, see where you sit on the depth chart, then transfer after. Why is the spring portal? I mean, why is the portal now? I like the spring one. It's gone too. You have to sign in December and then transfer in January. That's where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
The spring portal was the only thing bad. You had some players kind of holding schools hostage.
You did.
Right.
You had some okay at best football players getting way too much. You know, I mean, I guess credit to them. They played the
guess.
system, but
I guess.
like
I'm
you
still
had
good with
average
one
defensive
window.
tackles getting like $3 million in the portal.
Yep.
For a guy's going to play like 16 snaps.
And people are afraid of college football adopting like the NFL type system where there's like a union, there's a commissioner, there's different things. Like I would welcome that.
Oh,
My God.
I've been saying that for years, for sure. You've got somebody that's the voice and the leader of college football.
Yeah, and people like complaining about Bama being in. It's like, do we really, as a team in the SEC, as we want to build up this conference as much as possible? We think it's the greatest conference in college football. Do we really want to live in a world where, by record, like statistically, the second best team in the SEC. I don't care what your opinion of them is. By the metrics, the second best team in the SEC.
They actually went to the SEC championship as the top-ranked team.
All right, the top-ranked team.
Then they lost.
Do you want them to not be in the playoff? Statistically, by record, by the metrics we're talking about, their body of work, I don't care if they lost the game in the last month. I don't care if they lost in the SEC championship. Do we really want to live in a world where one of the top 2 teams in the best conference in America doesn't make the playoff? If you say no, then you're just then you basically are saying I like the committee. It's basing it on opinion. It's basing it on the eyeball test.
I mean, they were. I mean, we could have this argument for 20 more minutes because they had the same record as multiple SEC teams, but again, they got the tiebreaker to get into the SEC championship game. A lot of things could have happened where they didn't on that final day, and they did, whatever. But like, Ole Miss has 2 less losses than Alabama. Texas A&M has 2 less losses than Alabama, and they're in the same conference. So
they would have had the same amount of losses if they got in the game.
Maybe. They might have.
You'll never know because they didn't get in the game.
Because of the stupid tiebreakers. All right, again, we could talk about this for 20 more minutes, but we got to take a break. We've got weekend winners when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
God, just say Roll Tide one time, Flynn. Jeez.
I'm defending the SEC
Russell
right
Pool
now.
Company. Go to russellpools.com. Check out a gallery of work they have right there on the homepage. Financing options on the homepage as well. If you've been dreaming about having a pool in your space, now's the perfect time to get that project started. Make sure you were swimming this summer here in the South Louisiana heat. Nothing better than going to the backyard, jumping in that pool, escaping the heat, and right now is the perfect time to get that project started. russellpools.com.
Oh, man, I just thought about that great scene. A little cannonball scene. Can I get a hot tub right over there at Russell Pools? russellpools.com. The name you think of when you think of high-quality custom pools right here in Louisiana. So if you got a dream in mind, if you've been thinking about it, been on the bucket list, you got young kids, young family, whatever it is, give them a call. Start that process today. They can help you from design to development to drawing things up, showing all the materials, everything that they can do right there, russellpools.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in OTB. I want to remind you, baseball and softball families, it is time to shop big and save big at the Hitter's House Warehouse sale over at Marucci. Hitter's House is offering huge discounts on your favorite gear from Marucci, Victus, Balm, and Lizard Skins. The top brands trusted by the pros, Marucci and Victus, are the official bats of Major League Baseball, and Lizard Skins is the official bat grip of the MLB. So you know you are getting the best, and again, that best is going to be at a great deal over at the Baton Rouge Warehouse Sale, which runs all the way to December the 14th, right there at the Marucci headquarters, right off of Segan here in Baton Rouge. And don't miss the gift card bonuses as well. I know we've taken full advantage of these in the past as well. Plan on doing the same this year. You spend $500, you get a $100 gift card. $250, you get a $50 gift card. So shop, save, and swing into the holidays again at the Marucci's Hitter House Warehouse Sale going through December the 14th. MarucciSports.com. MarucciSports.com is the website.
Wow, my name is Jerry, and I can sing high.
Wasn't high enough, though.
I didn't want to get high. I don't have a great voice right now. Throat's hurting a little bit.
What's wrong
Playing
with you?
outside too much.
Playing outside. A little too much.
From what?
I was just kidding. I was making an excuse because my voice.
Okay.
Not necessarily the voice of the angel that I like to say I have.
All right, let's get to some weekend winners.
That's how winning is done.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that? Win the whole thing.
All right. Since we didn't get to this yesterday, we are doing weekend winners today. And I am going to say a weekend winner for me has to be Indiana football. Indiana, the team that's lost more games than anybody in the history of the sport,
Flip, yeah.
is going out there and winning a Big Ten championship. They are the clear number one team in the country right now. They are the undefeated. It's them. And they went on the road and beat Oregon, a playoff team, the 5 seed. They just beat the 2 seed, Ohio State, in a neutral site game. They are the number one team, and they deserve to be the number one team. Kurt Signetti, take a bow, sir.
Take a bow,
Weekend
sir.
winner.
What a dog. Hey, let me ask you this. If they end up winning it all, I said a couple weeks ago that I believe that there will be a non-blue blood to win the national championship within the 2 or 3 years. I would assume that Indiana falls in this category.
Yeah, historically, they're the worst Power 5 school, like by winning percentage.
Historically.
So, yeah, that definitely counts.
Yeah, that was amazing. And I had on here maybe to also say Fernando Mendoza just because the way he played, going and beating Ohio State, first year with Signetti, and just won the hearts of America on his post-game interview. As well, went on Pat McAfee yesterday and was really good. And he also, being very self-aware, called his own interview a little cringy.
Did he?
He did. He said, I was so excited. I couldn't think of what to say. I knew I didn't want to say the F word. The first thing that just popped in my mind was flipping. He's like, I know that it came off a little cringy, but it was all right. I was excited.
Cringy. I think it was corny.
Yeah,
Not cringy.
he said the word cringy, not me.
Right, I'm telling him he's okay.
He's lovable figure. Lovable figure. Love that
Lovable dork.
guy. Lovable dork. He was really good. If you haven't seen it on the McAfee show, go back and watch it. He was actually really good. This segment is not just called Weekend Winners. It's also Weekend Losers.
Okay. I didn't know where you were going with that.
Weekend Losers with a capital L-O-S-E-R. Lehu Zeher. The Fighting Irish, Notre Dame. You're a bunch of losers.
God, that made me so mad.
Lots of things.
I went off for like 17 minutes yesterday.
Yeah, lots of things here to dive into. And losers in multiple different ways, right? Okay, so you're upset. I get it. You're very upset that you didn't make the playoff. I get it. You're heartbroken. But you decide not to play in the bowl game to prove to everybody how mad you are. And you got a fan base that is out there trying to make excuses for this and say why they're standing up to the man. Why would they let them use our brand, our strong brand, because it's us versus the world mentality. We have the strongest brand in the history of the world. And we're going to let ESPN use it? I don't think so. Well, if you would have gotten your way, would you have been okay with them exploiting your brand for money?
Yes.
Yes, you'd have been just fine with it if you would have gotten what you wanted to. No, you decided to ask your players to vote on it within an hour of getting heartbreaking news. So you can say, do you think that these players were actually sitting there debating the business of TV rights and copyrights and the brand and who's going to make this and that? You think they were debating that?
Probably not.
I think it's probably more likely that they made an irrational, emotional decision because they were heartbroken.
Yeah.
I think that's probably more likely. I think maybe wait 24 hours. Maybe have another vote in 24 hours about what you're going to do. So you can kind of be rational. You always want to take a moment. You want to take a breath. You want to sleep on things.
Yep.
I think if you would have given them that opportunity, I think most of those players would have been like, you know what? I got one more chance to put on the uniform.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get it. The team's not full of seniors, but I got one more chance this year.
Yeah.
To put some tape out there.
It was the 2005 Peach Bowl, which I guess by this metric was meaningless. Did that mean something to you?
It meant a lot. Bowl games, since the history of bowl games, have been meaningless, except for one per year. They're all meaningless at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Based on what Notre Dame is trying to spit out there, they're saying, why play in this expedition? Why play in this Pop-Tart game where it's an exhibition game? It means nothing to us. We got screwed.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, that's like, if you get 3 losses in the season, why play the rest of your regular season games then? If that's the case. If you think a game's meaningless because the beginning of the season goals aren't available anymore, then you're a loser.
Yeah.
That's what you are. And now you're going out there and complaining about the ACC, making an enemy of, like, saying the ACC shouldn't prop up their own teams.
Basically saying the ACC's lucky to be affiliated with Notre Dame.
With us. How is I don't know this. I don't know if anybody knows stats on this. How many times do you think Notre Dame has said no to the ACC?
Probably a lot.
Probably every year?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they've never asked them. I have no idea. So the girl's going to say no to you to the dance every single year,
Yeah.
and then you go with somebody else and she gets mad at you.
Probably. It's actually probably how it would work out.
So, like, what are we doing here, Notre Dame?
Yeah.
If there's football to be played in a football season, football players should go play that football game.
Yeah.
He was basically saying, we're affiliated with the ACC and other sports, so why would they not go to bat for us? That's basically what he said yesterday. It's like, well, you're not in football because you refuse to join a conference.
You play
in
6
football,
games,
so
but you're technically not in the conference.
They want their own conference members in there.
And we actually allowed you to play in our conference during COVID when we didn't have to, and you would not have had a season. But we allowed you to play, and you went to the ACC championship game that year. So we could spend a lot of time on Notre Dame. I'm getting more angry. Alondra, weekend winner or loser?
Y'all pretty much talked about like the biggest ones, and gotta give Fernando Mendoza a shout out. Like that was just I obviously knew who he was, knew Indiana was having this great season, knew he was in Heisman contending talks, but like I never really paid much attention to him, like in interviews and stuff like that he would do. This dude's a nerd, and like I love it. But I did go look at his Instagram yesterday, and I meant to send it to y'all because he did this video where he's talking about like music in his playlists and stuff like that, and it is the weirdest stuff that I've ever. I'm gonna send it to y'all or show y'all on the break because it is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Notre Dame, y'all are losers. But if I'm gonna go different from y'all, weekend winner. LSU women's basketball continues to roll. They beat Duke 93-77 this weekend. Also beat New Orleans on Sunday. So
about like 60.
9-0. Yeah, 9-0. They were still on their 100 points per game winning streak until they played Duke. But
I know everybody's like, oh, they fell short. It's like,
not really.
They won at Cameron by 16.
They also scored 93.
And then
so like,
weekend loser ESPN because they posted a picture of the score when it was like 14-1 or something like that, and they were like, this Duke LSU score, and then didn't say anything about the final.
Not one time did they
final,
update.
ESPN.
Yeah.
Update.
Yeah. They ran with that on every platform they had.
They want Duke to be so good at
on Twitter, on Instagram, on, like everything.
Yeah. Duke is like the Notre Dame of basketball.
For sure. Real quick, Texas Tech.
Yeah.
How do we feel? Because I know you grew up in a Texas household. My brother, who's a Texas fan, like.
Wait, for football or?
He hates Texas Tech.
Football or?
Yes, football.
Oh, no.
For them winning the Big 12.
I never really had like
guns up.
I'm not a big like Texas Tech hater. My best friend went to Texas Tech. They never really mattered whenever I was in Texas because like grew up in a Texas household, Tech never really had.
Tech was like the 13th grade for my high school.
Right.
Like we were the Red Raiders in high school.
Yeah.
Like everybody went to Tech.
Right. So like I know a bunch of people that went to Texas Tech. I'm good. I'm glad we have a Texas representative in the college football playoff because Texas themselves fell very short this season.
13th grade.
It was.
That was Louisiana. That was Louisiana Tech for my high school.
Like it was a little bit easier to get in, so a lot of kids would go than like A&M or Texas.
It is easy to get in there.
All right.
It's just in the middle of nowhere.
Fair enough. Tay, weekend winner, loser before we get out.
Super quick. A winner and a loser coming from the same university. My weekend winner is Brent Pry. If you can swallow your pride, it's a heck of a job to have. I did a little bit of digging yesterday. His buyout was around $6 million. So for a head coach, pretty low. And he was guaranteed like 80% of that, and of course it was going to be offset if he got another job.
How's it
you
offset
get
now?
another job from the same school, you're basically making about $7 million now to move your office down the hallway. And if you're Virginia Tech, you're basically paying Brent Pry $7 million to be your defensive coordinator. I understand James Franklin wanted him as a defensive coordinator. I have no idea why anybody at Virginia Tech signed off on this. So weekend loser Virginia Tech for rehiring the guy you just fired and owing him your buyout. Winner Brent Pry, you're making a good chunk, and you didn't even have to move.
Yeah.
And for Brent Pry, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
I'll take the small office in the corner down there. Sure. We can get $7 million to be the defensive coordinator here.
I don't have to talk to the team?
Yeah. I don't have to talk to the parents when the NIL deal's going
I
sideways.
hope he has
Like,
an
I don't-
introductory press conference
Do
and they
that?
just treat him like a brand new coordinator.
That'd be great. Introduce yourself.
Give us a little something about yourself. All right, that is Weekend Winners. We will take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
If I had $7 million to just call the defense, I'd put my feet up and I'd go for Dose.
You could buy a lot.
You could buy a lot, and you could,
Maybe
get
not
rid of a
7
lot.
million
You
of
could get
them?
rid of a lot of stress while still making the same salary. That'd be a reason to celebrate.
True. I bet you can buy 7 million of them, but you could probably get a really bulk discount.
Yeah, I think you would, and I think you would enjoy yourself. Just
I mean,
like you
always
should
enjoy yourself.
Enjoy
For a
yourself during the holiday season when you're hosting, because when your guests walk in, they see that you've got a fridge full of ice cold Dos Equis. You're going to be a weekend winner. You're going to be a month winner, a yearly winner, a lifetime winner, because you've got Dos Equis ready to go for your guests. So it's always a great time to go for Dos.
Yeah, and if you're not going for Dose, you might be a weekend loser. But if you go for Dose, you will definitely be a winner all the time. So holiday season, you got some holiday bashes, holiday parties. Maybe it's with a company, maybe it's just a personal party, whatever it is. Make sure you're getting a little sixer, a little 12, or a little case, or whatever it is of some Dos Equis. Get it iced down and get ready for that party. Go for Dose, drink responsibly.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Dixie's Midnight Runners. Is that right?
Yeah. Dexy?
Dexie? Nailed it. It's a good song.
Pretty sure it's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
it
pretty
was a
sure it
hit.
is. Yeah.
It was a hit, though. Australian?
I don't know. You know way more about these people
Yeah,
than
I mean,
like
go
the
ahead,
average
tell us
person.
everything. Yeah.
I'm looking it up now.
English.
English. You sound like you from London.
Birmingham.
That's where Peaky Blinders
Peaky
is from.
Blinders.
It's where Tom Brady owns a football club.
Really?
Yeah. What doesn't that guy own?
It's fair.
The Giants.
It's also fair.
Sure. Is anybody getting Tom Brady fatigue?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Cool.
He is on everything, though.
Yeah, you said that like you are.
No, I'm actually not. Love Tom Brady.
Didn't sound like it.
Just former teammate of mine.
How long?
Buds.
Oh, well, we don't need to talk about time.
He's getting better on the broadcast.
Taught him a few things.
He's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Olson's still my favorite.
Greg Olson is the best out there right now. I mean, I love the Monday Night Crew. I've liked Troy Aikman and
Oh, I like
Joe
Troy
Buck for a long
because
time.
Troy will see like what we see, and he'll call it like it is. And then the nerdy, unneeded, why are you getting paid rules analyst? Well, actually, Troy, it's by. He's like, I don't care. That's not a flag. He's like, he'll just tell it.
Let me say,
Because the rules analyst, when he comes on, I want to drive to wherever he's at and throw him out of a window.
now
On the first
let
floor,
me
we're
say,
not trying to hurt somebody too bad.
Historically, I agree with you. I feel like this year the rules analysts have been a lot better.
I think so. The complete opposite.
So you have a.
I think they've been better.
I hate it. I
the
hate it.
NFL
Even if
one?
it goes my team's way, I hate it. What?
You have an NFL one. Which one's Matt Austin? Is he college?
I don't know.
Matt
Whoever
Austin's
it is.
terrible.
They're
He's
all
never
terrible.
correct.
They're all
Matt
terrible.
Austin's college.
They're all terrible.
What is the is it NFL or college? There's one broadcast out there that does, no, it's definitely college, where they actually pan into the room where they're deciding.
ACC.
Is the ACC?
Yes.
That is fantastic.
That's awesome.
Do that.
Yes.
So you
Why
can
do we
hear
not
them
do that?
talking about it.
And I won't have to hear the rules analyst. Excellent drawing by the letter of the law. That's technically a little gray area. It's
Gene
like,
Steratore is the one. Gene Steratore is another one.
I hate them all.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, I don't know why there's not transparency on that because, like you said, if it's the ACC that's doing it, like I watched it maybe 2 games this year where I saw a replay and they pan into the people actually looking. You hear them talking about what they're seeing. They're like, oh, I don't know. Go back. Let me see it again from this angle. And then they talk about it and then they come to an agreement. And then you see the ref on the field getting the call. He's like, okay, you got it. That's fantastic. That's good. It's good television. It's transparency.
Yeah.
And if they make a mistake, okay, I get it. People make mistakes. Like, at least we know what the mistake was, or we can hear the rationale for it. Maybe they're like, all right, we think it's probably a catch. There's just not enough here. There's no way we can overturn this.
Right. Yeah.
That's an answer.
Transparency is
That is
so
an answer.
much better than them just making a call that decides a game and then crickets. So we don't have to hear from them. See, they have the game in the palm of their hand, but we don't get to hear the why. But we do get to in the ACC. I love it. I love it. They even had the cameras on the referees' hats in the championship game, so you could see what they saw.
That was good.
Yes.
That was good.
Let's do that. Why are we not doing that?
Body cams?
You scared? Are you scared that you're going to say something?
What are you hiding?
Yeah. Do it in every league. It's awesome. UFL does it. Or the UFL now? The XFL, is that what it's called now? Yeah. UFL.
And your idea of always having the refs have to take the podium
Yes.
and give a press conference.
Yeah.
Why not?
And not to one reporter, to a room full of reporters.
And I guess you
you're
don't want
getting
to
paid 6 figures.
I guess you don't want to make it about refs and prop them up to where the ref is a celebrity type figure. And I guess you're giving them that platform, I guess, if that happens, because you don't at all want it to be a ref show out there. And there's egos involved. So if a ref has to take the microphone and do a press conference, it might be a ego balance, ego check out there. You might have to give them every now and then, but at least they'd have to answer.
Yeah. Referees. Don't give me
Well, I think
from
that
high school.
I think for the most part, I haven't seen that many games where I thought the reffing has been just absolutely egregious this year.
On what level? NFL?
Yeah,
Okay.
NFL level.
I get some high school thoughts, too. All right, we got to take a break. More OTB when we come back here, live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench. ...2007 champs. Purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
So you know how I said like my 80s favorite song changes? Like this one's like really making me want to change it, but I'm not going to. This is a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one.
This isn't even the best Daryl Hall and John
I know.
Oates song.
I know you could play like 3 more and I'd be like, yeah,
I mean,
probably there too.
She's gone.
I think
Man,
I've been on the
that
show
song.
for half a year, and I think we've done at least 4 Hall & Oates days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True.
I'm a big Daryl Hall and John Oates girl.
Truther.
Yeah. They're great.
Hey, Matt, you know where your rules analyst take should go?
No, where?
The Trash Rangers in one of those roll-off dumpsters.
Because they're number 1.
It's not big enough to fit in just a normal can. It might not be even big enough to fit in the first size dumpster. You might have to go number 2 or number 3 with that take that you had there. But you know
What's
what?
number 3?
They'll be there for you. It's a big one. It's a big boy. A big dumpster.
Combo.
Big dumpster. Go to trashrangers.com. Find out more information. Don't forget now, also the sanitation department, something they've added over at Trash Rangers. And you know, when they add something, they are the best in the business. Go to trashrangers.com. 225-612-2477 is the number. And always, again, online at trashrangers.com.
Number 1 and picking up number 2.
Toilets.
Toilets.
Real quick, Moscona did update what we were talking about a little bit earlier. He said an LSU official confirmed to him that all 4 LSU assistant coaches that are going back to Ole Miss have signed a binding MOU with a non-compete clause, so there is no concern on LSU's end that any of the coaches will remain with the Rebels after the playoff run.
A non-compete, but they're going to go compete with another school?
Wait, there's no concern. You don't think Ole Miss would just like nothing more than to
steal them
I'm
back?
just reporting the news, people.
Than to pay a breach of contract to those just to get Lane back?
I mean, you did mention an MOU earlier. The hell's an MOU?
Yeah, I mean, breach of contract is fine, but like, didn't Lane kind of do that? So I think Ole Miss would like to do it back.
Hour 3 coming back your way.
Off the bench.